This country stayed completely closed off from the world for over 200 years. And then, in just a few decades, it transformed into a global superpower. Its cities were burned to the ground. It was hit by atomic bombs. And yet, it rose again to become one of the most advanced nations on Earth. How is that even possible? To understand Japan, you need to understand one thing: it has always followed its own rules. According to ancient myths, Japan was created by the gods Izanagi and Izanami, and the imperial family is said to descend from Amaterasu, the goddess of the sun. These aren't just stories, they shape the identity of an entire nation. In its early history, Japan borrowed heavily from China, writing, religion, and government systems. During the Nara period, the first capital was established. In the Heian period, culture flourished: poetry, art, and court life. But while the elite focused on beauty, they slowly lost power. And that's when everything changed. The samurai rose. They weren't just warriors, they lived by a strict code called Bushido. Honor meant everything. If a samurai lost his honor, he was expected to die. No exceptions. In the 13th century, Japan faced a massive threat: the Mongol Empire led by Kublai Khan. Twice, enormous invasion fleets approached Japan, and twice they were destroyed by powerful storms. The Japanese called these storms kamikaze, divine wind. But peace didn't last. For the next 200 years, Japan was torn apart by civil war. This era, known as the Sengoku period, was pure chaos. Warlords fought constantly for power. Then, three men changed everything: Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu. They unified Japan. And then came one of the strangest decisions in history. Japan closed itself off from the entire world. No foreigners allowed in, no Japanese allowed out. This period of isolation lasted over 2 centuries. While the rest of the world advanced, Japan stood still. Until 1853, American commander Matthew Perry arrived with warships and forced Japan to open its borders. Japan had a choice: change or be destroyed. So it chose to change. What followed was one of the fastest transformations in human history: the Meiji Restoration. The samurai class disappeared. A modern army was built. Factories, railways, and schools spread across the country. Japan didn't just modernize, it reinvented itself. But power came with consequences. Japan began expanding. It entered wars, it became an empire. And that path led to disaster: World War II. In 1945, atomic bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The country was devastated. Its cities were in ruins, its future looked hopeless. But then something incredible happened. Japan rebuilt, and not slowly, but at an unbelievable speed. Within a few decades, it became an economic giant. Companies like Toyota and Sony rose to dominate global markets. From destruction to innovation, Japan became a symbol of resilience, a country that adapted, survived, and came back stronger. And maybe the real question is, could any other nation have done the same?